I budget. I am a freak. My sister and my mom tell me I am such a freak about my money.
Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want, baby. Can you give me what I need?
Hey all you beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Haven. For today's video, I'm going to show you all how to budget. Now, budgeting is like a huge part of my lifestyle. I am a huge budgeter. I love budgeting. Now, I want you guys to know that I do the cash envelope system. I budget. I am a freak. My sister and my mom tell me I am such a freak about my money, but I have big plans for myself and for my family in the future. So everything that I'm going to show you today is based off of the cash envelope system. Please like, comment down below, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to not miss a future upload. Now let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, so the first thing that we are going to start off with is your expenses. I want you guys to make a list of all your expenses. Everyone's expenses are different, so don't expect what I write to be exactly what yours are. All of your utilities, including, you could include your subscriptions if you do pay them month to month, because those are technically bills. So I'm just listing here like my rent, my phone bill. I also pay my car insurance. I also have iTunes. So you're just going to go ahead and make the list. Now, I'm not writing all of my expenses just for this video. Once you have made your list, and I want you to write down what day they are due. So obviously most people's rents are due on the 1st of every month. So you're going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so after you write down the dates, I want you to go ahead and on the right hand side, I want you to go ahead and write all the totals of your bills. Now the totals that I'm going to write here are not what I actually paid. This is just an example for video purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and put that my rent is due, is about $2,000. And then I'm just going to list every single one as I go. Alrighty, so now that you have that written down, I want you to go ahead and move on to your sinking funds. Now, sinking funds are something that you know is coming up that you are preparing for. You're making your money have a purpose. Yes, your money will be spent, but it will be spent in the correct way, okay? So, a sinking fund is something like Christmas. You know Christmas is coming up every single year. So you can put Christmas and save for that the whole year, so that way at the end of the year you are not getting in debt for Christmas, if that makes sense. Now I'm just going to go ahead and have you guys list everything that you would want in sinking funds. Now everyone is different. Not everyone wants a Christmas envelope. Not everyone celebrates Christmas. I put down my car registration. Some people can put down car maintenance, or you can put down your Hanukkah. You can put down literally anything. Black Friday, a subscription that you pay annually, you would put here. Now I'm just doing all of mine. I want a new car, and me and my husband are prepping to buy a house in the near future. As soon as you write the list of your sinking funds, I want you to go ahead and write out cash envelopes. Now, your cash envelopes are things that you spend on a daily basis, what you use your money for every single day. So this contains, if you have a car, you're going to have to pay gas. You eat, so you're going to have to pay groceries. This can contain eating out, if that's the case. It can contain you're spending money for yourself, your child's spending money, anything like that. That is a cash envelope that you spend every day. Now it depends on you how you would like to break down each envelope. So if I wanted, I can put groceries and eating out in the same envelope. But if I know I'm going to eat out more than going to the grocery store, then I would make it two separate ones. Depends on your liking. Okay guys, so as soon as you're done writing your cash envelopes, I want you to put that on the side. And I want you to go ahead and create your budget, your family budget. Now, everyone's budget is going to be different, and everyone's pay is going to be different. So I'm just going to make one up just for this video, and we are going to say that I am going to make about $4,000 a month. And then we are going to say that my husband makes $5,000 a month. Now that is a total of $9,000 a month, okay? A month. Now, I want you to think about this. If you are a waitress, you do not know how much tips you're going to get that week, that month. Nothing. Okay? So, I want you to, you're going to have to do the lowest you think you'll make that week, if that makes sense. I'm going to keep on talking about it as I go on with this video. But I'm going to change my how much he makes to 4,000 just to make it easy for us. Because he does get paid weekly, so we're gonna say that every week is $1,000. Now, let's say his pay is not a salary pay, so it will change throughout the week, and so you don't know that he's gonna get paid that $1,000 every week. All right, so that 1,000 is what you are gonna budget that he makes for that week. Okay, so let's say that the first week he goes ahead of the month, he makes $1,400. That's for week 1, okay? So the 1,000 is what we budgeted for that week. And the 1,400 is for week 1. Now let's say for week 2, my boyfriend goes ahead and he only makes $800. Now, if he just makes $800, that means he is $200 under budget for that week. So what I do now is for week 1, there's an extra $400. For week 2, we are negative $200, correct? So what I do is I take $200 out of the extra $400, move it into the second week, so that way it will equal $1,000 for the second week, and that will make week 1 $1,200, if that makes sense. So that way I make my budget for week 2. Now, I still have an extra $200, and that I put in an envelope labeled extra money. Now that I can either use towards week 3 and 4 if I'm under budget, or that will be extra money at the end of the month that is in a separate budget that I can just add extra. Now I want you to go back into the other page with your expenses, and I want you to go ahead and write what you think you're going to make that month at the top. I want you to go ahead and add all your expenses up depending on how much it is and how many expenses you have. Now for me, it's going to be a little different, obviously, because this is not a real budget that I'm making. I just added some stuff for the sake of this video. As I mentioned before, $2,285 for my expenses, okay? You're gonna skip the sinking funds because the next category is cash envelopes. Now the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to back to your calculator and subtract 9,000 from $2,285. You're gonna go ahead and write $6,715 by your cash envelopes, and you're gonna go ahead and make your budget from there. You're going to get a set total for everyone in your family or whatever cash envelopes you have. So I set my money for the month first. I like to do it monthly and then break it down afterwards into by weeks, because not all weeks will I have enough money to stuff everything. And I don't think stuffing things, like let's say I have $100 for me, I'm not going to stuff it every week 25, 25, 25, 25. I'll just do like 50, 50, or I'll just do the whole 100 for the month. Alrighty, so now you're going to go ahead and add up all of the cash envelopes. So $200 for gas, $400 for groceries, and so on and so forth. You're going to go ahead and add those all up. I get $960. So now you're going to go ahead and subtract that 2,000, or you're going to add $2,285 and $960, and you're going to get $3,245. Now, from there, you're going to go ahead and subtract then $9,000, so it's 9,000 subtract $3,245, and that's what you're going to have left for your sinking funds. Now, keep in mind, I do a zero-based budget, which means I have a spot for every dime we make. If I ended up having more money than I thought throughout that month, I put that money in a saving envelope, in a sinking fund envelope, because that is extra money. I either put it in something that I really want or doesn't matter. So then I just get the total that I got and I start putting the numbers next to my sinking funds. Now I forgot that this was for the month, not for the week or not for the year. So I totally messed up. I like saving at least 50% of my income at the moment. We are fortunate to live with my parents, so right now we are saving as much as possible for a new car, for our new home, for everything. We want a big wedding ceremony as well. So right now I'm just writing in what I'm gonna be putting in for the month of everything. Obviously, like I said before, this is all fake numbers, but essentially every number that I have listed here should equal the $9,000 that I make that month that I'm budgeting for. So let's say that I make $10,000. Let's say I make $10,000 that month. Then that extra $1,000, I'll just divide it into certain piles and put them into categories that I would like. Please comment down below if I left anything out or if you have any questions on how to budget, how to start your budget. I will be so happy to help you guys out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Can you give me what I need? Just give me